Welcome inside Studio H here in Los Angeles with our BFF coach, Stan Van Gundy. Have you ever been described as a BFF?
No, not by anyone, no.
Special guest coach, Jason Kidd.
Thank you.
That's more serious. The occasionally coachable Paul Pierce. I would say that's probably not true. And the extremely coachable Michelle Beadle. The season 2 weeks away from the conclusion. Wins at a premium with these playoffs coming. We're going to start in the West. Give you a little backstory. Last night, Nuggets beat the Pistons. That was their 50th win, led by Jamal Murray's 7th 30-point game of the season. Why it matters is that Denver now has an identical record to the Warriors atop the West with only 9 games remaining. Reigning MVP James Harden, 23-10 last night, but his team lost to Harden's MVP rival Giannis and the Bucks. Houston in 4th place in the West. They're right behind Portland, and the Blazers have 2 games in hand. And the hottest team in the NBA won again. The Clippers beat the Timberwolves for their 6th straight win and clinched a playoff spot in the process. So right now, Warriors and Nuggets, top 2. You got Blazers and Rockets, 3 and 4. 5 through 8, Clippers, Jazz, Thunder, and Spurs. Honestly, could wind up in any order. And if you need to know, the Spurs have the easiest schedule down the stretch. I want to make sure you guys knew that. Before we moved on, Van Gundy, which of the 4 teams do you not want to face?
All right, before I get to that now, I got to protect my man Steve Clifford. Orlando has also won 6 in a row. So,
okay, can you wait till we get to the East?
No. My man deserves his credit right here. Big win over Miami last night.
It's like you didn't read the rundown.
If it's me in the West, I mean, I know everybody's going to say Oklahoma City. The team I fear is Utah. An elite defensive team. Their offense is improving. I think they're very, as they showed in Oklahoma City last year, this is going to be a tough team to beat come playoff time. If I'm one of the top 4, I don't want to see them.
Utah. I just want to know if you guys agree before I move on.
They're one of the teams that you probably don't want to face. They're disciplined. You know, they have great defense, and they won a first round. They have playoff experience, you know, from a year ago. Donovan Mitchell has definitely gotten better. But the one team I would say is Los Angeles Clippers. They're the hottest team in basketball. They're well coached. They play hard. And it's how do you scout them? It's like it's easy to scout a team that has a superstar. These guys have a bunch of hard-nosed players. And they just get the job done. You know, Doc should be really considered for Coach of the Year honors with the job he's done there, pushing the Clippers to where they are. I didn't think they would be anything this year, but they're a team I wouldn't want to play first round.
I agree with you, Paul. I think the Clippers, they're a team. There is no superstar, and Doc should be considered for Coach of the Year. But I like San Antonio because Pop is going to put someone in a position to make a big shot, and they're going to come up with a stop. DeRozan has shown us that he can pass the ball, that he's not just a scorer. And Pop should be considered as Coach of the Year, too, with the roster.
For 8th seed?
With the roster that he's had.
8th seed, Coach of the Year would be a first.
8th seed in the West with already 43 wins. I mean, they got a chance to get 47 or 48 with guys that last year weren't even playing in a rotation. Starting now, yeah, I think you got to consider it.
Just like with Belichick, it's like you don't know. They'll put anybody on the field as long as they got Brady and him. Just like Pop. It's like as long as he's coaching the team, you feel like they're going to be in the playoffs, no matter who's out there.
Can you name their backcourt?
Oh, no, this
man.
I'll save you. Look, I'm protecting you, Paul, for the first time ever on the show, helping you. Let me ask you this, Paul. I want to start with you. Number 1 seed, more important to Golden State or the Nuggets?
Well, it depends on the matchups, but I have to say Denver. They've been tough at home. You know, if they can have home court throughout the whole playoffs, teams hate going to Denver to play, first of all, the altitude and whatnot. Golden State doesn't care. They don't care who they play. They've been there, done that. But this team is very important for the Nuggets. Just for confidence-wise, home court ability, no matter who they face, all the way through the Western Conference, it has to be them.
Home court ability.
I agree with him. I mean, Golden State probably doesn't need it. Denver needs every edge they can get. This is the first time going through the playoffs for these young guys. They need some help.
Stan, is it okay with you if we move to the Eastern Conference?
That'd be great.